Hey guys, it's Vornskyr here, and today, in Euro Truck Simulator 2, I'm actually taking a look at a new mod that I've installed. A mod that's really useful for me. This is the 24 gear H shifter mod. Now what this does is that it means if you've got a Logitech G27 steering wheel, or some others that have full H pattern gear shifters, then it allows you to use up to 24 gearboxes in this game, which, I mean, generally without this mod I think you're limited to around 12 gears. So that's pretty cool. This truck that I'm in at the moment is added by a mod, and this has an 18-speed gearbox in it. But I'll run you through how this mod works. So I'll go to the controls and see these are my steering wheel controls here. So you see I've got the shifter layout set to splitter. I've got all my H pattern stuff set up properly, and then I've got these two shifter toggles, 1 and 2. Now I have these set to the left and the right paddle shifters on the steering wheel, and what they do is, I think shifter 1 splits between odd and even gears, and shifter 2 splits between what I'll call low range and high range. I think that's probably the incorrect terminology, but I'm just going to call it that for simplicity's sake. So that means that say you're in shifter position 6, right? You split in number 2, then you move the shifter up into position number 1, and that's gear 14. Or 13, depending on how you've got your odd and even split set. So I think the best way to show this is probably in action. So you see I've already got a load. It's not a particularly heavy one. I think it's about 6 tons. We've got about 650 kilometers to go to deliver it, but it'll do for the purposes of this video. It'd probably be a bit better doing this with a heavier load, because you often need to change the gears a bit more, but this should be okay. So you see I start here. I've already got the splitter set so that it's on even gears. And what you want to do when you're starting, you'll just start on even gears. I mean, you could go 1, 2, and then 3, 4, but really, I mean, there's no need. You change up through these gears so quickly that it's kind of pointless. And I've got my handbrake on. So let's see if we can pull out here. Not yet. Alright. So that's in 12th gear. Then we hit our splitter button and up into 14th. Nice and easy. Now I can go into 15th if I want. Go into neutral. I hit both splitter buttons. No, actually, sorry. I hit the odd and even splitter button and up into 15. If I'd hit both of them, I would have gone down into gear number 3. Not really what you want to do. Then clutch in, splitter again, and now we're up to gear 16. And clutch in, splitter, up into 17. The splitter and shifting into position number 3. So you see it's all pretty smooth. And then splitter again, up into 18. So yeah, once you're used to it, it's all nice and simple. It's a little bit complicated to explain, at least it is for me. But it's really not that difficult to use. I mean, I only installed it today, and I've already picked it up pretty. I mean, it's not difficult, I'd say. So let's go down the inside here. And I've got this running with a bunch of other mods, including Pro Mod 1.5 or 1.5.2, whatever it is that they're up to. And the latest version of the game, which is 1.8, as well as obviously this American truck, which is part of the American Trucks Pack mod. I believe it's also a standalone mod. I think this American Trucks Pack mod that I have installed is a collection of standalone mods, really. There's also realistic physics and awesome rain, realistic tire mod. I'll have all of them linked in the description. What else? Oh yeah, this mod you don't install it like you do most mods. This mod actually goes into your profile folder rather than your mod folder, and it replaces a file called splitter.sii, and that must be a control scheme file or something like that. So I would suggest before you copy, because this mod will just override that file, so I'd suggest that you back up that existing file before doing this one, just in case anything goes wrong or you don't want it. Obviously, I mean, the mod's only really useful for people with a G27 or something similar. I mean, there's not much point to it if you don't actually have the 6-speed shifter. Or I mean, if you drive in automatic or whatever, then you won't really need it. So it supports 24 gears forward and 4 gears in reverse. The reverse gears, I suppose it depends on the truck you're using or the gearbox. I generally use reverse 2 and nothing else. But I don't know, maybe with a really heavy load like a 75-ton load that some of the trailer packs put in, it could be a bit different then. So this truck that I'm using, as I've said, it has the 18-speed gearbox in it. It has a mid-range engine. This is a fairly new profile. I'm only level 9, so I don't have a lot of the engine options unlocked or anything yet. But it's still got plenty of engine. I think it's around 450 horsepower, something like that, and maybe 2200 newton meters. So it's a good bit of power, a good bit of torque. I mean, it handles, 25-ton loads fairly easily, which is nice. And it's a fair bit bigger than the European trucks, this Peterbilt 389 it is. So you have to be a bit more careful when you're driving it, or a bit more aware of your surroundings and that sort of thing. And you've obviously got the big nose out in front, which the European trucks don't have. So what else? Oh, this truck. I do like the engine brake on this truck. I'll actually shift into 17th and give that a hit. So let's do that. That's using the splitter again, like the odd and even splitter, into 17th. And I'll go down to 16th actually. So yeah, I don't know if the video is actually going to pick up that. It actually sounds pretty loud when you're playing the game and driving the truck. Hopefully the video will show it. It sounds really cool, especially compared to the European trucks, which the engine braking on those was always a little bit disappointing, at least for me, just in terms of the volume and the noise that it made. There is one annoying thing about this truck, and it's the same problem that another popular truck mod had, at least for me, which is the Kenworth W900L, I believe. And it has this high-pitched turbo whistle. I don't know if you can hear it there, but it just gets really irritating after a while. I don't know if there's a different sound file available for this truck. I might actually have to go looking for that. I don't think there was one included in the truck pack, but maybe the standalone mod has different ones or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's the one downside to a pretty awesome truck. You can also, if I get a straight bit here, you can, if you look around behind you, you can actually see into the back of the sleeper cab. Has a bit of a bed there and everything. Can't really see it because I'm driving at night. But that's cool. Most trucks don't allow you to actually look back that far, which is nice. There's a bunch of other trucks that I need to try in the American Trucks pack. Like I said, this is a fairly new profile, so I don't have that much money. But there's one, a long wheelbase Kenworth, which it's just so ridiculously big. Like, I don't actually know if it exists in real life or if it's just based on the mod author's imagination or something. The thing is ridiculous. It's got like a full-sized living room in the back of the cab. I've no idea what it would be like to drive. Probably pretty crazy. So I'll have to buy one of those at some point. And I think I'll do videos on some of these other trucks that are in the pack. I think there's the Kenworth T660 and another one, T100 or something like that. Sounds like a Terminator. Yeah, one of those. This is the, I mean, they're basically all Kenworths in this mod pack, except for the Peterbilt. But yeah, so that's a pretty cool mod as well. Like I said, details in the video description. But yeah, this 24 gear H shifter mod, it's really useful if you're into driving these modded trucks, or you have one of the many modified gearbox mods going around. Because otherwise, with using a proper steering wheel setup like this, you only had 12 gears. And it works really well. So I might actually just stop in the middle of the highway before I end the video, and I'll give it one more highway pull. Just so you guys can see it accelerating again and going up through the gears. And I'll actually go up through more of the gears this time, because with this light load and these smooth roads, it's getting up there pretty quickly. Let's put the hazards on so we're doing it properly. So that was the splitter down into 12th, 10th, 8th. And there we go. So, we'll start it off in second gear. Actually no, let's be a bit silly, and we'll start it off in first, and we'll go all the way up to 18. So, there we go. First, splitter, second, down, shift into... getting my words mixed up. There's fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now it's getting a bit easier. Then there's the high range splitter, 13, 14, 15, almost there now, 16, turn off the hazards, 17, and 18. So there you go. Like I was saying at the start, you really don't need to go through all the gears. When you're starting off, just use the even gears, and then start changing between odd and even once you're in the higher gears. I mean, realistically, for that acceleration, I probably didn't even need to use the odd and even splitter. I could have just gone straight to 18th. But whatever. I think it's fun to use, so... It really does. I mean, you go back to a 12-speed truck, like one of the standard gearboxes, after driving one of these setups, and it feels like so sedate and relaxed. It's like nothing's really going on. But anyway, guys, I think I'll leave this video here. I'm not going to I got done for speeding. I'm not going to record the entire what's left 350 kilometers of road trip because I've run out of things to talk about. I'll do some more videos showing off some of these other trucks in the American Truck Pack mod, because I think it's a really cool mod, and I like it. Like I said, most of these trucks, they're already existing, so you might have seen them already. But personally, I hadn't seen them all collected up into one mod pack like this, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, so until next time, I've been Vornskyr, and thanks for watching.